Have you ever noticed that anger never asks for permission? It arrives in a single moment and destroys what took years to build. One sentence, one reaction, 1 second of losing control can cost you your peace, your relationships, your opportunities, and sometimes your future. But here's the truth that few people understand. The strongest person in the room is not the loudest. The strongest person is the one who can remain calm while everyone else is losing themselves. Your anger is not your enemy. Your lack of control is. Life will insult you. People will disappoint you. The world will test your patience every single day. You cannot control what happens around you, but you can always control who you become in that moment. Imagine having a mind so disciplined that no insult can shake you. No failure can break you. No criticism can steal your peace. That is real power. Today, you will discover 10 life-changing lessons that will teach you how to master your emotions, silence your anger, and build an unshakable mind. And build an unshakable mind. Because when you control your mind, you control your life. Stay until the end. One of these lessons may change the way you react forever. Most people believe that anger is something that simply happens to them. They say that's just who I am, or I couldn't help it. But pause for a moment and ask yourself this. If anger truly controlled you, why is it that you react differently depending on who stands before you? You may shout it at a loved one, yet remain silent before your employer. You may lose your temper in traffic, yet speak politely to a stranger. This tells us something important. The emotion may appear on its own, but the response is never completely beyond your influence. Your first reaction is often the result of years of repetition. It is a habit carved into the mind through countless moments of unconscious living. Every time you respond without awareness, you strengthen that habit. Every time you allow your emotions to lead instead of your wisdom, you make the same path easier to follow the next time. The good news is this. What has been trained can be retrained. The mind is not a prison. It is a garden. Whatever you water grows. If you constantly feed frustration, impatience, and resentment, they will become stronger than your peace. But if you begin to nourish patience, awareness, and discipline, your mind will slowly change its nature. When someone insults you, the words themselves are not what creates your suffering. The suffering begins when your mind immediately accepts the invitation to fight. There is always a brief moment, a space so small that most people never notice it. In that space lies your freedom. The untrained mind reacts. The disciplined mind observes. Observation is not weakness. Observation is strength. It means you refuse to become a servant to every emotion that knocks on your door. You allow yourself to see the anger rising without becoming the anger itself. Think of a lake on a windy day. The surface is disturbed, and you cannot see what lies beneath. But when the wind settles, the water becomes clear. Your mind is no different. Anger clouds judgment. Calm reveals truth. Decisions made in the storm are often the decisions we regret once the sky becomes clear. Many people spend years apologizing for words they spoke in a single minute of anger. Relationships end because of one uncontrolled reaction. Opportunities disappear because pride demanded the final word. A lifetime of respect can be damaged by one moment of lost awareness. Ask yourself, is that moment worth the price? The strongest people are not those who never feel anger. They are those who recognize it without surrendering to it. They understand that emotions are visitors, not permanent residents. They come, they stay for a while, and they leave. But if you build your home around every passing emotion, your life will never know stability. The next time you feel anger rising, do not rush to speak. Do not rush to act. Breathe. Let the silence become stronger than the impulse. Even a few seconds of awareness can prevent years of regret. At first, this practice will feel difficult. Your old habits will demand control. They will tell you to defend yourself immediately, to prove your point, to win the argument. But remember, not every battle deserves your energy. Sometimes the greatest victory is walking away with your peace still intact. Each time you choose calm over impulse, you are reshaping your character. You are teaching your mind a new way to respond. Day after day, choice after choice, the habit of anger begins to weaken, and the habit of wisdom begins to grow. This is how true transformation happens, not in one dramatic moment, but through small acts of discipline repeated consistently. Never believe that you are trapped by your past reactions. Yesterday's habits do not have to become tomorrow's identity. The person who learns to pause before reacting has already begun to master the mind, and the one who masters the mind cannot be easily defeated. Your first reaction may be a habit. Your next choice is your power. Many people confuse calmness with weakness because they have never witnessed true inner strength. They believe that power is measured by how loudly someone speaks, how fiercely they argue, or how quickly they can dominate another person. But look closely at the strongest forces in nature. The mountain does not shout to prove its greatness. The deep ocean does not demand your respect. The rising sun does not ask for permission to shine. Their strength comes from their presence, not their noise. The same is true for the human mind. Anyone can lose control. Anyone can raise their voice when they feel threatened. Anyone can react with anger when life becomes uncomfortable. These actions require no discipline. They are simply expressions of an untrained mind. Remaining calm when everything around you is chaotic, that is where true strength begins. Life will constantly test you. Someone will misunderstand your intentions. Someone will criticize your efforts. Someone may betray your trust after you have shown them kindness. These moments are unavoidable. You cannot build a life where challenges never appear. But you can build a mind that remains steady regardless of what appears before it. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. The wind is powerful. The rain is relentless. Trees bend under the pressure. Yet beneath the surface of the earth, the roots remain firm. Why? Because they have grown deep enough to withstand what happens above them. Your calmness is those roots. If your peace depends on everyone treating you fairly, you will never know peace. If your happiness depends on people agreeing with you, you will always be disappointed. If your emotions rise and fall with every opinion, every insult, and every obstacle, then your life is no longer your own. It belongs to the circumstances around you. True freedom begins the moment your inner state is no longer controlled by the outside world. This does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you become cold or indifferent. It means you stop allowing temporary situations to decide the quality of your character. You remain kind when others choose cruelty. You remain patient when others become impatient. You remain respectful even when respect is not returned. This is not weakness. This is mastery. Many people believe they have won an argument because they spoke the loudest. But what have they truly won if they have lost their peace? What is the value of proving a point if, in doing so, you become someone you no longer recognize? There are victories that leave the heart empty and defeats that make the spirit stronger. The calm person understands this difference. When someone throws anger toward you, they are offering you a burden. You always have a choice. You can pick it up and carry it, or you can leave it where it belongs. The moment you react without awareness, their anger becomes your anger. Their chaos becomes your chaos. But when you remain centered, you refuse to inherit what was never yours. This requires practice. There will be days when your patience feels thin. There will be moments when your emotions push against your discipline. Do not become discouraged. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your inner foundation. Just as a sword becomes sharper through repeated contact with stone, your character becomes stronger through repeated moments of conscious restraint. Remember that the loudest person in the room often fights battles within themselves. They seek control because they have not yet learned self-control. They seek attention because they have not found inner contentment. Do not envy their noise. Instead, cultivate your silence. There is a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you do not need to prove yourself to anyone. You do not need the final word. You do not need every person to understand you. You do not need to answer every insult or defend yourself against every accusation. Your energy is too valuable to be spent on battles that do not serve your growth. Protect your peace as carefully as you would protect your health. Once peace is lost, clear thinking disappears. Without clear thinking, wise decisions become impossible. And without wise decisions, even the strongest person can lose their way. The world needs more people whose presence brings calm instead of conflict. Become the person others feel safe around. Become the person whose silence carries more weight than another person's anger. Let your composure become your greatest influence, because calmness has a power that force can never achieve. The greatest strength is not the power to overpower others. It is the power to remain unshaken within yourself. Everything you seek in life begins in a place that no one else can see. Before there is success, there is a thought. Before there is failure, there is a belief. Before there is confidence, there is a decision. And before there is peace, there is mastery over the mind. Many people spend their entire lives trying to change the world around them, while ignoring the one place where all change truly begins, their own consciousness. You cannot build a peaceful life with a restless mind. Look around you. Some people possess wealth yet remain anxious every day. Others achieve recognition but still feel empty. Some have everything they once dreamed of, yet they continue chasing more because they believe the next achievement will finally bring happiness. But the problem was never outside them. The problem was the mind that believed peace could be found somewhere else. A disturbed mind carries suffering wherever it goes. A disciplined mind carries peace wherever it stands. The mind is a wonderful servant, but it is a dangerous master. If you allow every thought to control your emotions, your life will become a battlefield. One negative opinion will destroy your confidence. One mistake will convince you that you are a failure. One difficult day will make you question your entire journey. But thoughts are not always truth. They are often echoes of fear, habit, and past experience. You do not have to believe everything your mind tells you. Learn to watch your thoughts as you would watch clouds moving across the sky. Some are dark. Some are light. Some disappear quickly. Others stay a little longer. But none of them define the sky itself. In the same way, your thoughts pass through your awareness, but they are not your identity unless you choose to hold on to them. This understanding changes everything. The moment you stop fighting every thought and begin observing it with patience, the mind slowly loses its power to control you. You begin to realize that silence is not empty. Silence is where wisdom grows. It is where clarity returns after confusion. It is where strength quietly replaces fear. Many people fear being alone because they have never learned to sit peacefully with their own minds. They fill every moment with noise, distractions, endless scrolling, unnecessary conversations, and constant stimulation. Yet, the more they run from themselves, the further they move away from real freedom. Do not fear silence. Silence introduces you to the person you truly are beneath all the distractions. Every day offers an opportunity to train the mind. not through grand gestures, but through small acts of awareness. Wake up with gratitude instead of complaint. Listen more than you speak. Pause before reacting. Accept what you cannot control and give your full attention to what you can. These simple disciplines seem insignificant in the moment, yet over time they shape a life of extraordinary stability. People often ask how to become mentally strong. They expect a complicated answer, but the truth is simple. Mental strength is built one decision at a time. Every time you choose patience over anger, you strengthen your character. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your character. Every time you choose understanding instead of judgment, you strengthen your character. Your life is nothing more than the accumulation of these daily choices. Do not wait for a perfect moment to begin mastering your mind. Life will never stop testing you. There will always be another challenge, another disappointment, another obstacle waiting around the corner. If you postpone your inner work until life becomes easy, you will wait forever. Begin now. Master your thoughts before they become words. Master your words before they become actions. Master your actions before they become habits. And master your habits before they become your destiny. The world may never notice the quiet battles you fight within yourself. No one will applaud the moments when you choose patience instead of anger or humility instead of pride. But these invisible victories are the ones that shape the person you become. They are the foundation upon which every lasting achievement is built. Never measure your progress only by what you have accomplished in the outside world. Measure it by how peacefully you can face uncertainty. Measure it by how calmly you respond to criticism. Measure it by how quickly you return to balance after life tries to pull you away from it. When your mind is disciplined, circumstances lose their power to define you. Success no longer makes you arrogant. Failure no longer makes you hopeless. Praise no longer controls your confidence, and criticism no longer steals your peace. You become rooted in something far greater than temporary emotions or changing conditions. That is the beginning of real freedom. Master your mind, and your life will follow. As you leave today, remember this. The world will continue to test your patience. There will still be difficult people, unexpected failures, painful disappointments and moments when anger will knock on the door of your mind. Do not expect life to become easier. Instead, become stronger within yourself. Every moment of frustration is an opportunity to practice patience. Every insult is an opportunity to practice self-control. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your character. The greatest transformation does not happen when the world changes. It happens when you do. Never forget that peace is not something you find. It is something you create through discipline, awareness, and daily practice. The person who conquers others may earn temporary victory, but the person who conquers their own mind earns a lifetime of freedom. So from this day forward, choose your responses more carefully than your reactions. Choose wisdom over impulse. Choose patience over anger. Choose silence when silence carries greater strength than words. And above all, protect your inner peace, because once the mind is steady, nothing outside of you can truly shake who you are. If this message has spoken to your heart, carry these lessons into your daily life. Not just for today, but every day that follows. Let your calm become your strength, your discipline become your guide, and your actions become an example that inspires others without a single word. Thank you for being here, for investing in yourself, and for choosing the path of growth. Until next time, stay calm, stay disciplined, and remember, the moment you master your mind, you begin to master your life. Well, you see,